Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to ESPRESS-O with LANLEEZE. This is episode 12. It's 2023. And what are you gonna be? What are we doing? What the hell is going on? It's a new year. Let's get to it. Oh, Happy New Year. Oh, Happy New Year. Oh, in a new year now. It's a new year. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of ESPRESS-O in the new year.
Happy New Year.
It's 2023. What the fuck are you gonna be?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We here.
Man, we here. Happy New Year to everybody. You wanna know what's wild? I actually been kind of busy and just trying to prepare and mentally prepare, and I was already doing a little reflection on the last episode. But yeah, I was trying to get prepared, and I'm actually the only day I had free to record this was today. And today, not the day that you're listening to it now in 2023. Right now.
Right now.
I'm recording this in 2022.
Back to the future.
I'm recording this yesteryear. It's New Year's Eve as I'm recording this.
Time travel.
And I'm going to tell you guys so that you know what the hell I did. Nothing. I got two choices. I think I told y'all last time. Fishmonger or stay home. One, I don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. One, I might.
Yep.
And honestly, at this point, even recording this podcast, because I was trying to debate on if I should record this after or should I record it before. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to record it before because regardless, we about to switch it up.
Sweet.
We're here, guys.
We're here.
And also, I didn't want to fucking get lazy if I chose to drink or anything, because drinking is not great for you. It really isn't. I like a drink here and there, though.
Yeah.
Try not to drink too much. But, stress, all that shit. Things that we gotta stop doing next year. And that is one of them. Probably slow down on that.
Yep.
Because it does cost money too. But yeah, Fishmonger is doing a little thing. I'm not even sure if they even run until midnight. I'm assuming they are, but
Not sure.
they're doing something. And what's crazy? This might sound crazy. One of the reasons why I was even debating going out was caviar. I saw two restaurants post some kind of dish with some caviar, and I watch too much food shit. So, and I don't buy caviar because, well, actually, I buy the fish roe, which is essentially the same thing, but it's just not as expensive as specific types of like caviar. But I buy that every now and then from the farmer's market, just to zhuzh up a couple dishes here and there. But I've been wanting to eat something with fucking caviar, and it's probably from watching all these damn shows nonstop. So I'm still debating. They got a fucking oyster with uni and caviar on it. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Love some seafood.
Love it.
But the debate is, do I even want to also be around a bunch of people? The years have already been a little crazy past couple years, and I just don't even know. But that's a mental thing sometimes too. That's mental issues if you don't want to be around people a lot. That's not necessarily me. I mean, people who know me know I like to tizzy talk. I like to talk, and I don't know. Maybe that's just because I'm just trying to, get some stuff off my head. But whatever. Also, sometimes I just don't like dead silence. I think I've said that before, but I do not like it to be dead silent. No awkwardness. Hence, ad libs in this shit too. I mean, we'll go to a moment, but Anyway, yeah. The other choice I was thinking was, we was just gonna stay in the house. I told y'all, me and Dana love to celebrate New Year's, and the older we've gotten, sometimes you get in the mood to go out and be with other people. In the past, we have invited people, but I think people are just going all over the place, or at least trying to. Also, I think just based off of everyone asking what you're doing and stuff, it's all this extra pressure to just have fun. And you're like, well, I mean, I want to have fun, but fuck. Y'all making it seem like I got to go out and make sure it will be fun. So all that stress and stuff will lead you to just be like, I'll stay my ass in the house.
Yeah.
Cause she's at work, but I thought about getting like Chinese food and doing all that, but somebody like me who is indecisive with stuff like that may end up doing both. I don't know. At first, I was just gonna have the decision done because I don't really like. I just like for my wife to get off work, and then I'd be like, well, earlier you said we'll do whatever, so this is what we're doing. Sometimes it's just easier that way too. But now I feel like I can't make a decision because now I got that energy where I feel like I can go either way. I can go either way. I could go over there or whatever, but we'll see what happens, and I'll let you know in the next episode. But regardless,
Maybe.
we just gonna have a blast tonight, and I hope y'all did have a blast. A blast. I hope y'all had a good time though, for your new year and bringing it in, and I hope that we are here, and I still got the same people with me. Welcome, we here, 2023. And speaking of a new year, this is time to build and see what are we doing? What the fuck we doing this year? I know for me, you guys know that we got Penny Patch, so we are coming for sure. Not sure if I talked about that last time, but I do know that I think I briefly mentioned festivals, but I was looking deep earlier for some shit, and what is it called? The Georgia Food and Wine Festival. I really wanted to get in that, but they kind of made it seem like you had to be an actual restaurant to register. It's also like fucking 10,000 people that's gonna be there, and we doing everything with our own money. So buying enough food to potentially feed 10,000 people. Woo! Everybody getting peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and that's be it. But nah. I would like to do something that big, but it'll take some time for that. But we're looking into things. There's so many opportunities in Atlanta with food. I think food is always an opportunity anyway. We were looking at some dishes the other day from India, and they have so many different ones, but India is like they are the fucking masters of that fucking doing vegetarian things and making it taste really good, but also like, you know, not missing meat type shit. Like that's what they do. And we gonna steal a bunch of that shit. But yeah, I love Indian food. You know, they put a ton of spices and stuff too. So like that's why people talk about seasoning and like people's foods and it's so different. Like, you know, I don't know. Um, and I only brought that up because that's like inexpensive, really good food that we might do our own version of this year and try to you know, we just trying to get out there.
Dreams.
But that's me and my wife's business. Also, you know, we are, you know, I got the health insurance paying out the asshole for it. But we trying to get our mental right and get our health right. Exercise we always do that. We do walking talks and you know, we do this every morning. We try to, you know, see what page each other is on all the time. You know, communication is key. So you got to keep that going this year. You know, what are y'all trying to do? I can't hear you. But yeah, we gonna try not to get real wild or nothing. We just having fun. You know, I also want to. I told y'all that I want to film the podcast, and I may start filming that very soon. And I will be posting all the episodes on YouTube with like some visual videos or whatever. Um, and hopefully that will help get a little bit more popularity with this. You know, trying to grow.
Grow up.
Um, and y'all make sure you still stay with me. Stay with me. Music. I got some shit. That I'm working on. Also, the beat that you hear in this, you may hear again because the show I've been working on forever is gonna be. I'm working on that heavy this year. Also got a documentary. I got a lot of shit. See, this is why I be stressing myself out. But see, I am trying to balance it all, and I'm trying not to give myself time limits either. And we gonna try to stay right on it, you know. But I do have a lot of things I want to do. You know, my mom was telling people that I was a born entertainer. I don't know if I said that last time either. Getting confused because I have to fucking record these pretty quickly. The holiday season has been a little wacky. It's been a little wild. So I was doing that. But yeah, I'm just trying to get everything in order. Trying to stay creative, trying to stay positive. That's one reason why me and my wife got to get into some more different food shit. We watch a lot of food shit. We want to try things. You know, we want to travel. We want to see things, do all that. But we're also very creative, and some of our clients are just they don't like anything new, I guess you could say, with food. You know, people don't like to try things. And that those type of people bother me in life because I feel like you can't even be friends with people who are not ready to experience anything or try new things sometimes. Because it just says something big about their personality, or at least, I mean, that's how I feel. Like, you only got one life, and the world is big.
Live.
You know? So, just the worst case scenario is you don't like it, so don't eat it again. And that's just with food, but you know what I mean, like with everything. But these ladies, they or some of these clients, they just don't like to try a lot of stuff. So we haven't really been able to be creative with a lot of things. So um, we're gonna try and try that out.
Okay,
But we just gonna try to work hard. You know, I was in the Uber the other day, and that's gonna be over because I'm gonna try to get a new car. I mean, I will get a new car, very soon, and it's gonna be brand new because as much as I don't want a fucking note, a car note. I mean, in my life, I have gone through my share of these cars that have been um well, it wasn't the car's fault. My fault not taking care of them. But anyway, I'm trying to get right, man. But I thought I could save money with riding Uber and stuff, and you spend more getting around doing that shit without a car than damn anything. I was like, well, shit, I might as well get me something because this shit is costing. I like not having a car, but I also didn't like, I just don't like trying to get around like that. But I was in the Uber and the guy picked me up, and I guess he saw a homeless man with a sign out there and was just like, and then as soon as we turned the corner, he was just like, get the driver, get a fucking job, yo. Like, that motherfucking hiring at Wendy's. I don't know what accent that was, but he was from New York. I got to put some more stank on that one. There was motherfucking fucking hiring at Wendy's, man. You could go there right now. I don't like that version. But anyway, that's what he was saying. And I was like, you know, I feel like that too for the most part. Some people you can look at and be like, look, motherfucker, you fucking can go get a job. And because he basically implied that the guy was just trying to get money to go get drunk anyway. And I was like, you know, most of the time they might be doing that. They just might be. But you know, I don't know. I'm just more open-minded now. I'm way more open-minded. I start seeing that stuff and I'm like, I don't know, maybe he got some issues. You know, sometimes I just can't picture myself in that situation unless it's drugs and alcohol or just straight up people just fucking you. You know, like, how do you go all the way to nothing? And then sometimes if you ask people's family, they be like, he did that. Do you know? How the fuck do you go all the way down to nothing? I get that people's lives is hard.
it be like that.
Shit. At one point in 2015, me and Dana had a job at a restaurant called Noche. And it was for a company called Here to Serve that had about 14 restaurants at the time, if I can remember right, maybe more. But in Atlanta, they were running Atlanta with their restaurants. It was the perfect concept. Small plates. They was doing tapas damn near at all of them. But it was like small plates. Make the atmosphere, make the food affordable. So the small plates were affordable because of smaller portions, of course. People would still order a bunch of it. Fast money, fast turnaround. Fucking, and then, you know, at night he wanted some of the places to be kind of clubbish too. Like, I don't know. The chef who owned all this shit was from Britain, and he came to Atlanta and was just like, oh, I know exactly what the fuck to do. And he did that, and the shit fucking worked. He was making tons of money, opening restaurants left and right. Motherfucker cheated on his wife, and they got a divorce. She takes the company instead of from what I remember, people were saying that she was offered $4 million or the company. She took the company. didn't know shit about restaurants and ran it to the ground, and we all lost our jobs. It was a big deal. You can look that shit up. About 1,000 servers was out of jobs. And I'm talking about this shit was just like out the blue. We show up to work, everybody's like, the chefs ain't here, blah, 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 blah. Like, it was one of the wildest fucking times, you know? And we were like, everybody just ransacked all the restaurants too. Fucking one of the restaurants, people was taking the POSs, they took the TVs off the wall, all that shit. In our restaurant, we didn't fuck them like that because everybody was still scared. We knew the camera systems didn't really work either. The outdoor cameras did, but I think we didn't do anything except took the alcohol because we knew that they legally could not resell it. And nobody was going back to the restaurant for a long time, and we knew they were just going to dump it. So we were like, oh, who's going to get to it first? And I know some people was mad because I know that they didn't think of it. Also took a couple pots and pans. But the shit closed down, and we were really losing money because we were at a time trying to figure out if we both needed a new job. She worked for the company too at the time, and so shit just got kind of rough. So it took a minute. We had a little money to last for a second, but then we got another job, and that's when I went to the hotel. Hotel sucked. Gave that shit up. Then we went to another job, and it was a new restaurant. So historically, normally new restaurants open and they do pretty well in the beginning. But nope, not in 2015. Not the restaurant we chose. So we chose another fucking restaurant, and the shit was never busy when it opened. We were just losing money to the point where we were far behind. And I was like, what happens when we cannot pay this rent? Because the dude we were renting a house from, he definitely would have been like, all right, well, bye. You know, we had help. Our parents probably could have helped too, but also, you know, we didn't want to ask them for shit either. Because, you know, you got to get it on your own. You got to figure that shit out. And that's what we did. But we talked about that, but we talked about it a lot about, you know, whether or not we was almost homeless. We had a car. We knew we could live out the car. We've heard so many stories about, I remember Dana used to tell me about a manager of hers who, he actually owns a spot called Devon. His name is Max. And Max came from another country and lived out of his van and bought a gym membership to take showers and all that shit in. And it's wild because the motherfucker he's doing well. But sometimes it takes that dedication. It just does.
It does.
So yeah, that shit is wild. So I'm always looking out at the homeless, and I'm not too quick to judge as much as I used to, but for sure there are some people that are purposely homeless. I believe that's how it is in California. I believe it's 50-50 maybe in California because it's expensive to live out there. So I can see prices raising fast and people just getting to a point to where they're like, oh, fuck. But also, there's a shit ton of people that really want to move out there and they fucking do that shit. So, you know. But anyway. But yeah, we in a new year, and it's just time to move forward, y'all. I'm hoping that this damn country start moving on the right track. It seemed like it is. Seemed like we going where we need to go right now. Like I said, I go by energy. I go by the energy. So If that's where we at, then let's do it. I saw something interesting the other day too, because I was thinking, in the new year, we gotta switch up the swag. Maybe. I like to do that every now and then. I mean, actually, you know what? Y'all wouldn't even fucking know that. My mustache is only I curl up the ends of my mustache and do a handlebar every now and then, and the only reason I haven't done it much is because 2020 came, and then the mask came, and that just covered up the whole style, and then just kind of got lazy with it. It kind of fucked up the way that the growth was, so now I'm just letting it grow a little bit more before I toot the sides up. Yeah, the fucking the oh shit. I was looking up some stuff, and I was thinking about clothing and all that shit. Had me thinking about hip hop wear. And I was like, what the hell happened to them black owned hip hop brands and just all the stuff that was hot? Like, where the hell is it? And I did a little research. You know me. And a couple people came up with some ideas as to why they think it kind of faded away. And I agree with a lot of it. They basically said stuff about, at the time, Russell Simmons did Fat Farm, and Kimura had Baby Fat, and they were hot. Everybody came out, they was hot, and then Sean John and all of them, I can't remember exactly what came first, but regardless, there was Mecca, there was Iceberg, there was Snoop Dogg came out with a clothing line, Outkast had a clothing line, fucking FUBU was out, even Eminem had a clothing line. It was like Shady Wear, Woo Wear. The shit got overly saturated, and not to mention, they said that the brands looked about the same. Like, they all looked pretty similar, very big logos and stuff like that. And I was like, oh man, no, that's what it was. That's exactly what it was. And then they said when that happened, the whole shit got a little saturated, so a couple of people just kind of left the fucking business of their own business and just moved up to start wearing like Fendi and things like that and some designer wear. So when designer wear started doing like that, people just lost interest. Even the artists themselves just lost interest in their own fucking brand. And then it said they didn't even push their brands, forgetting that people still buy shit from the artists. It's like merch. But these motherfuckers just stopped doing it. I mean, now people selling merch and shit, but they had just stopped doing it. So then they say that after everyone gave up and went to those designer brands, then you hit them with the motherfucking H&M. H&M comes out and basically steals designer designs, like really high fashion designs, and make it cheaper with cheaper materials, I'm assuming, and just, a cheaper way of making that stuff, where it's just basically copycat designs of runway shit. And they said just people rather wear that, and you can't fucking beat that right now. You can't come back out with no big oversized tee with a motherfucking Fat Albert. I mean, you can, but you know what I mean. It got to be fashion. But at first I thought it was some conspiracy thing, but I'm like, damn, they kind of all ruined everything, which also tells you that we cannot, nobody, it's not cool to keep doing the same shit. They do this shit on the internet too. One joke is funny, so 600 people do the same fucking joke, and you see it over and over, and you're like, okay, all right, Do your own jokes. Okay. So, be original. And that's what I'm trying to get to this year. More and more originality. But yeah, that whole shit was crazy though. You know who I don't give a fuck about? Oh, what the fuck is wrong with this? You know who I don't give a fuck about? This fucking Andrew Tate motherfucker. They over here, he got arrested and got arrested trying to fucking go at it with Greta Thunberg. Is it Thunberg? I can't remember. But for those of y'all who don't know who Andrew Tate is, I'm going to tell you, I'm not. I don't give a fuck about him. Because everything I've heard and seen about him is like, what does he do? What is he doing? He's fucking a fucking schmuck. Like, fuck the dude. So, yeah, fuck that guy. We're not bringing that kind of bullshit energy. You know what I hope this year? First off, I hope the energy does get better, of course. But like we gotta bring let's try to cut the negativity, bring the unity. You know, I'm sure people say the same shit every year at the top of the year. And it is crazy because nobody listens. I do think people are becoming more aware, but, you know, only time will fucking tell that. Only fucking time will tell. But, yeah, anyway, we got to be prosperous. Trying to be real prosperous in this new year. See what I mean? Now it's 8:48, right? When I'm recording this at night right now. And just received a text from a friend asking me to meet at a bar. Now, I don't want to go because, like I said, it was only going to be two things. Damn, y'all can hear them fucking sirens. Yep. Passing my street. Always. I wanted it to be, it's two things. So now a third person has introduced another thing. So it's either take out one of the things that I already said or go to this. And I don't know. This is what we do as people. I don't really want to just go to the bar. Like, the reason why I have specific places in mind is, like I said, food drives me. Food drives us all. It really does.
You hungry?
You gotta eat. You need money to eat. Technically, we don't need no money to eat. We can fucking go out here and eat a fucking the park across from me is plentiful in foraging things because of whatever they planted over the years. And also, I just see natural vines of stuff year round. We love watching that park and watching it change throughout the seasons because it's just really dope to see it. I'm watching Earth in real time all the time. You know why? Because I'm looking for food. Anyway, no, I don't know if I want to go to this bar or not, and I'm going to hit them up and respond as soon as I'm done doing this and be like, I don't want to go there.
No.
Because, for one, wife's not even off work yet. And we bringing the new year in with her. You know that. You know that's happening. The only motherfucker I want to be around anyway right now. And I'm still debating on if I feel like going out, because after this, I might just have a early glass. No champagne. We'll just do a nice sip shot of something. But yeah, I might just have a little sippy sip to see where my head's at. If that loosen me up, whatever. But we'll find out. You'll find out next fucking podcast. But yeah, let's leave all this bullshit in the past, because the past is we learn from it, and we trying to move forward. Speaking of learning, I watch a lot of this fucking. There's a YouTube channel that tell you about history and all this shit, and food history and all type of things. And I just want to let y'all know that, and I'm bringing this up because I'm trying to tell you, we are in better times, technically.
Yeah.
And we can make things fucking happen easier now. We can get to people quicker. We can get the information quicker. We can get real information quick. Facts. We can do a lot of stuff. And I was looking at one episode about the fucking history of, I think it was the toilet. And that was just a part of it. They were just showing the difference between living in medieval times and living now. And I'm like, these motherfuckers just didn't give a shit. They actually gave lots of shits. No, they fucking, man, the toilets out there, first off, you know they didn't have flush or nothing, duh. They basically had holes in fucking rocks or some shit that they dug. But everybody was like pooping together, like just looking at each other in the eyes and shit. Then they made the servants clean everything. Then they said, I forgot the name of the thing that they pooped in, but basically they just had a thing in the room that they just used the bathroom in and just kept it in there until it got full, and then the servants would come empty it. And then to empty it, they just dumping the shit out the window. So they said it wasn't uncommon for the shit to just fall on somebody's head. And they said it is alleged that Marie Antoinette had one of them shit bowls spilled on her. Until somebody came along with a fucking flushable toilet. And you know my brain, I had to dig deeper. So I started looking at some of them first toilets. And they're kind of wild. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to put one in my house because I just like the old flush little button or lever. That's what it looked like. I can't tell. Not a lever. Maybe it looked like a little pull button or some shit like that. But that whole shit was just wild and pretty fucking interesting. Which also brings me to what they said about I think it was King Louis. I don't want to say nothing wrong, and I probably am because I'm not the smartest. I'm just repeating, and I don't have producers for the show, and I do not feel like looking that specific part of the episode up. But around that time, I think it was King Louis, the you know, the famous King Louis, the one the liquor is named after. I think around that time, they said that he used to like to celebrate the new year by drinking champagne. So that's kind of where that started, essentially. And they were like, that's what we're doing. I was trying to see if the whole time I was doing this pod is that I was trying to see if I was going to figure out what the fuck I was going to do by the time this was over.
3 hours later.
Oh, and I did. So we have reached the end, and and I might sound a little buzzed up because I decided to go ahead and answer the fucking call and went to a bar. And luckily, the bar was free because, you know, you had to make a donation because they're not even open yet. It's called Whoopsies. Whoopsies. And it'll be open in a few weeks. But that was my decision. Didn't get to do anything else, but brought the motherfucking new year in. So here we are, guys. I literally cut the shit, paused it, went to do that, come back. I said I had to go ahead and record this because we out here. So yeah. That's what we did. But it is the new year. We're here. Happy New Year, everybody. Let's keep this shit going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's do stuff. Let's do some shit this year. For real. Like, let's go. Bye.